when you're dealing
He benefits more from attack speed than like a lot of other heroes.
because he has a proc on effect.
Yeah.
Was like 80 damage?
90.
90.
90 at level 4. Yeah.
Crazy. It's
And
physical
also
damage as well.
That's why
Medium range.
I don't understand why people love shrapnel so much, because it's like if you get one headshot, you've pretty much done the damage that shrapnel does.
Well, the thing about
Like realistically, like they walk out of it.
the thing about shrapnel is that it gives you vision uphill,
For the snipe.
and if you just throw it to the tower, which
No,
you can
you
be
get
on
one
your
point.
side of the
You
river.
get 1 point.
Let's say you have level 4 of shrapnel. You're on
Okay.
your side of the river, and you should shrapnel to their tower all the time, on cooldown.
It doesn't get any longer range when you level it.
Yeah, but it does more damage.
Yeah, of course.
So
but you're
you-
saying use it on the tower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just like mow
Kill
down the tower.
Okay. That's fair.
Huh, this is very interesting as we have Webus pointing out. Looks like we're going to do a little bit of this is what Funnick used to do all the time with Windrunner. Cut down the trees, get a Quelling Blade, and they just do Ancients, but going to do it with a Puck instead. Meanwhile, if you look at Empire Mag on the bottom side, got boots on the
30
Centaur,
seconds.
Wait,
just
they are dodging.
ran straight
That's so
down
weird.
to drop an Observer Ward. Unfortunately, this one won't block the pull, so Puppy's going to be able to actually continue to get some pulls.
I've never seen Puck do this before on the Ancients. I've seen other characters do it.
Okay,
I've seen Medusa do in my pup games
Yeah, yeah,
all the
every
freaking time. I just want to say, please
Leave the 10
stop it,
out of the animals.
stop it.
I want to voice a concern that I have. If you
The
look at
battle
Empire's lineup, they have a
begins.
Leshrac, Luna, safe lane. Okay, that's a dead tower, right? Like offlane tier 1 is dead for Navi.
Okay.
Even with the tree, they can't defend it because Edict will kill the thing instantly.
Instantly, yeah.
Puck has no wave clear. In general, they really lack wave clear until the gyrocopter gets farmed, or they send Kuro and he maxes Shadow Wave, right? So like that's their two methods of clearing creeps. Empire are able to get tier 1s. It might be hard to push into tier 2s for them, sure, but they're gonna get pretty decent amount of map control very quickly, and always want to fly is just like, I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna block him.
I mean, he's going to block the first wave, but it's going to be back in about 30 seconds. But yeah, that is a very legitimate concern. I mean, I think in theory, Funnick could pull the wave off with his right clicks or maybe a nuke. But you still have to deal with Edict in the right clicks.
He needs to be
You can
careful.
always want to fly. Oh,
It's fine.
I think Always One Fly is going to come up again and block it. Yeah. That's going to be no experience for a long time for Funnick.
And they can't do anything about this because they can't send the tree.
Funnick's actually
He
blocking
blocked it himself.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you don't get to block it. I'm gonna block it.
Well, if you know it's going to be blocked, you might as well dish out a couple more physical right clicks.
That's true.
Got some tangos.
Look at Always Wanna Fly, he's like hanging out. Unfortunately though, because Always Wanna Fly had Split Earth at level 1, that means Edict's not coming anytime soon.
You should get points for blocking creep camps, like enemy creep camps.
What makes it an enemy group camp though? Like just in
Well,
their
it's
raid?
on his side of the map. Like it's on Navi's side.
Regeneration.
You know what's something that I think a lot of Dota players should do more? You should League of Legends enemy creep camps. And what I mean by that is you leave the smallest creep.
That's what I
No,
do.
people do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Not enough. You don't see it in pro games.
well, I think in some cases, like say you get a Satyr camp, right? You leave like the Satyr Banisher, which is a small one.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. Or like any Satyr camp actually, because it spawns the same small creep in the big and the medium. So. I agree. It should definitely leave it there.
How's Donda doing?
Doing really well. He's 9-4 compared to the 5-2 right now of Resolution.
Yeah, actually, he's not even taking take aim. It's just shrapnel level. Very interesting skill build. I think you take 1 point and you take aim at 4. Just
Yeah, he will.
to have that 1 point.
Well,
but
he
we'll
might
see.
choose not to, actually, depending on how safe he feels, because like he has that high ground ward on the Ancients, so he knows exactly where Always Wanna Fly is all the time, and he does have tree armor, and Always Wanna Fly is going to be level 1 for ages because he decided to block the camp, so he's never going to have Edict to break through tree armor, which means that there's a pretty low chance, especially before Resolution hits 4, because he needs it for Cold Snap.
Do you
they're
think
gonna
that
be able to kill him.
Vance Core should have done what Always Wanna Fly did? Because I feel like Shadow Demon is just much more effective of a level 1 hero. Opposed to Leshrac, it seems like he needs, Edict.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
why
said.
they switched.
Yeah.
Like, Always Wanna Fly just went top now, because he needs the levels. And if they want to kill that tower, then having Always Wanna Fly commit that time to blocking camps and not getting experience of his own is bad. But they could have also just said they wanted Vanscore to get Soul Catcher before he started like doing anything.
Yeah. So
Or
he has the
honestly, if I were
Sunstrike.
him, I would have leveled Poison. Like,
The Sunstrike
Well, I mean,
combo
they have
is-
Sunstrike,
yeah.
Soul Catcher. That is a ton of damage output. So
it is, but against a team that has tree armor and Puppy's already level 3, like that won't kill. They need another instance of damage. Like they need a stun from Always Wanna Fly.
That is true. Yeah, we'll see how they can play it out. Funnick on the bot lane doing quite well against Mag. A little bit of rocket barrage damage. In fact, a lot of rocket barrage damage.
Extra wings on his gyrocopter. It's beautiful.
Is that a new item set? I think it is.
It looks different than it.
Yeah, it's a new entire thing, pretty much. The thing he doesn't have is the actual gyrocopter itself. Wait, no, that is all set. So it looks like Empire are now going to prioritize pushing the tier 1, which I think is the right call, given the circumstance. Like, they need to kill this tower so it warrants Vanscore and always want to fly roaming, right? Because if they don't, then the tower is alive. Sure, Silent's getting some farm, but Silent would be able to farm this lane no matter what. There's really no threat on the side of Navi to hit, and Funnick's only level 2, so it's not like there's a coil coming out anytime soon. And plus, Dendy is, he's doing well mid, and Resolution has started to catch up. He's got more points than Exort now, so his base damage is starting to get a little bit higher.
I feel that if Empire wants to push down this tier 1 tower, they definitely can. It just, I feel like it would just give way too much experience to Funnick. They have the siege unit and with 3 range sweeps. It looks like they gave up the push.
Radiant's
and
top
Funnick suddenly is going to be
tower is
level
under
3.
attack.
Also, Puppy was in the near vicinity, so he could have also rotated and gave it a little bit of assistance. But in any case, it seems like Navi is doing well in all 3 lanes. I consider Funnick doing quite okay now, considering what just happened about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, like just the wave pushing out and him being able to keep
Pick
him
up
from
acids,
pushing,
yeah.
and get the experience is definitely huge for him. But I'm a little bit. I'm not a fan of the shrapnel build, man. I'm really not. Because if you go take aim and headshot, right, and say you have 3 points into headshot right now and you have 2 take aim, that means that you guarantee outrange the hero that you're against, and you can do 65 damage. And this is a no regen 1 Quas Invoker. And bottom lane, we're also going to see Mag quite low on health at the moment. Those are broken Tranquils, not really the most speed of their space. First one's going to be going the way of Navi.
Nicely done.
Yeah, and Havos gets it, and that almost puts him at 6 as well.
Yeah, I think one of the most important thing if you're playing offlane is once you notice the enemy carry has phase boots, you just have to play ultra defensive because the movement speed difference between your boots and theirs is just too high, and he just gave up.
Especially when your tranquil boots are broken.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. I do want to actually play a little bit of devil's advocate about the sniper shrapnel build versus take aim. I feel that when you get take aim, you have to play ultra aggressive just because you only harass with physical attack, right?
Yeah, but
so I feel
you
like
can play aggressive though. That's the whole point of the build, is to play aggressive.
Right, but my point is, when you're playing aggressive, you have to kind of walk across a river, walk up the hill, and you know, hit resolution. I think doing that against a Shadow Demon is scary.
Yeah,
so,
but look at their vision. Like, they know exactly what's going to be coming.
That's true.
And because of the fact that, again, like, always want to fly zoned out the... Well, he was zoned out basically by blocking creep camps.
Mag finds Puppy the D.
It's so...
That's fine.
Yeah.
200 damage.
Well, 188, I guess, but close enough.
To be fair, if you look at resolution, he's being harassed down quite a bit.
Yeah, now he is, but earlier he wasn't really being harassed that much. And it's not like Dendy's spamming shrapnel on the tower, which is what you would expect from going a max shrapnel build. So I'm not really seeing the usefulness of having shrapnel here, because it doesn't do enough damage to be able to last hit with it. You're basically, like, what he's doing now, just spamming Assassinate, is really all the harassment damage that he's done. If he had take aim and headshot, he could actually just push Resolution out of the lane with auto attacks and then kill him with the ult.
Look at him. Can't even come in and last hit. It's like zoning shrapnels. It's not last hitting or anything. It's like, I don't know, man.
I get what you're saying. Like, the aggression that could be coming out from Empire, it might be warranted for him to play it a little bit farther back, and Shrapnel does have a longer cast range than even having max rank of take aim. Just in general, being able to pressure the lane that much is, well, I guess different strokes, man.
Resolution has his Midas now as well. 7 minutes, it's not too bad with boots.
Looks like the two heroes going to run right into here. Soul Catcher's going to be on top. No Sunstrike though, so Funnick expecting a Sunstrike, phases it. I'm not going to see anything. But, I mean, Shrapnel or take aim aside, one thing we can agree on is Sandy's doing quite well in this lane. Resolution is going for Hannah Midas, and looks like he does have it. Dandy does have his coming as... No, he doesn't have his Midas yet.
One score.
Radiant's top tower is under
Score is
attack.
caught behind enemy lines, and he has boots. So
Dire's
he's gonna be
middle
fine.
tower
He's
is under attack.
Puppy walking up into blind high ground. The ward's faded. Here comes the Eclipse from Silent. Stun not even necessary. Silent gets a free kill.
The runs.
I think you're fine if you're Navi, because the entire top lane
Dire's
rotated
middle
for
tower
tree
is
and
under
support.
attack.
So Funnick says, "All right, I'm fine with that." Meanwhile, earlier when Havosa's getting
He
kills,
doesn't have enough mana to orb. Just keep it going.
yeah.
Ow.
Ow.
Is it hurting?
I yawned.
Just slightly, it seems like Navi's just getting the better trade overall in all lanes.
It's very, very close. Like, the thing is, The 044, I think, Sniper beats Invoker worse than Shrapnel spamming. So Resolution actually is farming better than Dendi.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially with the Midas.
Yeah, he's got 25 denies, and he's got 47 CS.
Radiant's top
so
tower is
everyone
under
actually has a
attack.
ridiculous amount of denies this game.
Oh, Puppy finds Silent. There's a rotation here. What's gonna happen?
He's fine. Stun on the teleport. Kuro. He's gonna eat a Soul Catcher as well. Comes the Lucid Beam. Doesn't even have
Dire's
time
middle
to
tower
use
is under
Brave.
attack.
Yeah, meanwhile, on the right side, though,
Shadow.
always one flag gets picked off, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. The tier 1 push is going to get halted as a result. They do force a TP out of that, so not as lost. But we do see the power of Soul Catcher
And
there.
tree and healing up the tower as well.
It's a very delayed tier 1 push though, which is important to keep in mind because normally, like Puppy would only have like maybe 1-2 points in a tree armor. He's gonna have the 3rd point soon.
Yep.
Which means that he's gonna start being able to keep this tower for pretty much however long he wants to, assuming Navi keep reacting to these pushes and teleport to the tier 1. So in that sense, I don't think it was worth it for Always Wanna Fly to stop Punic from doing Ancients, because by not killing the tower earlier, or maybe they should have just switched Van score with him.
Yeah.
You know, change places so you make sure that the Shadow Demon gets level 2
Oh,
after the
there's a
Lizard.
kill.
Yeah, mid lane. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be
Oh,
killed.
nice.
But Sunstrike, the tower's going to be there. And what well play here by Resolution, using that cold snap and I guess the tower to
And
make
the
sure that
Sunstrike as well. Yeah, it was
didn't get
beautiful.
Let's do that. Oh, no, he can't.
It's a pretty good use of Shrapnel by Dendi though, because he's fired the Shrapnel behind the Invoker and just started right-clicking on him with the Creep Wave's aid. So basically Resolution was trapped between
Radiant's
Shrapnel's
top
right clicks
tower
and
is
Creep
under
Wave. And
attack.
I'm so impressed how he
Radiant
survived through that.
structures are fortified.
Let's go find someone. It's Funny. Funny is trapped between the illusions, but he's gonna orb away. Can't kill.
Oh, mid-air on the poison.
Radiant's
It's a
top
wise
tower
choice.
has
And also the
fallen.
Dream Call, I think.
Yeah, and they got a tier 1 tower out of that, so it's, you know, we delayed the tier 1 tower push, but that came pretty clean, so not too bad here coming up from Team Empire.
Yeah, it's a really close game so far. It's just like 2-2. People are trading farm. The one concern that Empire has really is Luna is not a good matchup for a sniper. Like, it's just not. Even if you have 6 items,
What about
you're
with
never
Centaur,
going to
though?
hit the sniper. Well, that's why the tree is very good, and so is the gyrocopter, because it sounds kind of counterintuitive to say that the gyrocopter ult is good against Centaur because you can just use it to run, but they're going to be using it to run
Radiant's
in.
top
Yep.
tower
Right?
is under
So
attack.
you can just drop it on overgrowths, or you can drop it when they're going to be running into your sniper and things like that. And plus they have shallow grave. So you imagine a sniper has to sit X distance away from a fight, say 950 ideally, okay? If you have like max shallow grave, that's another 1,000 range that you can be behind the sniper.
Yeah.
And the sniper is pretty much the only person that you want to grave maybe outside Havos. So you can be very, very far away from each other if you're Navi and still be effective in fights, which I think is a pretty good strength to have against a Centaur.
Yeah, the other thing that Team Empire has to worry about is that this lineup is not just about the sniper. You know, the puck's going to be an issue at some point. Gyrocopter definitely will be an issue at one point. So you can't just focus on Dendi and expect it to work. Looks like we're going to see a little bit of gank coming out from Vanscore in the bot lane. If they could get in, they definitely could kill Havos, but, you know.
They have Centaur ult. He has 1,000 health, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could take a while. For
Well,
him.
they have Sunstrike, Soul Catcher, so.
Nah, he pushed out the wave. It's going to be way too hard for them to go now.
Yeah.
You can smell it in the air. Oh,
I thought Kuroki was going to ward off the
going a
enemy
bit
Ancients as he smoked it. I'm surprised he didn't.
Wow, he actually walked in the middle of nowhere. He's going to get caught out. Mag. He goes with the stomp. The cooldown's there. Living armor was used by Puppy as well, but not
Radiant's
enough to
top
keep him
tower
alive.
is under
Mid lane, the
attack.
coil was used and it was missed. It didn't hit anything, so it looks like they're going to transition to a tier 1 tower push.
Oh, he
Dire's
gets
middle
it.
tower
High
has
damage
been
coming out from
denied.
Invoker. Nicely done. So,
the baby's showing their worth there.
yeah, with those trades, Team Empire definitely coming out ahead. Tower denied, got a kill on a carry, prevented a kill on the mid lane.
Go for Necrobook and Invoker. Like, straight away after Midas.
I think it's pretty common, actually,
Yeah, it
for
is,
Expert
yeah.
Invokers now in Necro.
Nice. Actually, Necrobook's a good item against Sniper. You just pop the Necro, you send it onto the Sniper, what does he do? Like, he actually
has to
can't.
run, pretty
Yeah,
much.
he can't fight it.
Well, that can be kind of construed as a bad thing, too, because if you're just chasing a Sniper with a Necrobook, the Necrobook is basically only being used to get him away from the fight. So your
It's a
Necrobook's
really
not doing
expensive
any
item.
damage.
Okay, that's fair. I
don't
mean,
know, it's-
would you trade like a Necrobook for
I
enemy?
think it's still better for the Necrobook to be chasing him, but I don't think it's as good as, like, you know, it obviously hitting somebody. you
Right.
know? You can't have your cake and eat it too, Lumi.
I mean, I can. I don't think you can right now.
No, I can't. I really can't. It's bad.
That's a kill you right now.
Why, are they really going for this early of a rush? I guess they can. They have the whole round double force spirit.
And the thing is, they have a corpse back up. It's very, very hard, especially that Dream Coil is down from missing on the mid lane. Navi doesn't really have the initiation
Shrapnel and
power.
right click from outside.
I guess. You can shrapnel across the river, right?
Yeah.
Just think, man. He had max take aim. 1 point of the shrapnel. You could actually shoot in the pit from the other side of the high ground, like in the river.
Nah,
See
man.
the way Resolution is Alacrity himself. Should he not Alacrity start?
Roshan has fallen to the
That
dark.
doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I mean, he actually gets harder,
That's a blink from
I
Mag.
think, because he benefits from...
That's 2 blinks on that.
2 blinks from Mag, yeah.
He benefits from the Lunar Blessing as well.
Yeah. And he has 6 orcs.
And he
so-
has, I think,
Uh-oh.
about the same amount.
Initiation of Havos. Puppy's got overgrowth though, but it's gonna be blink. The sun actually missed. Kogon's gonna get dropped right now. They're gonna focus on Vanscore. Ultimate's gonna get them out of there. Eclipse coming in, and it looks like Puppy's gonna take the full brunt. Assassinate on the background here. Puppy's still alive thanks to the coil, but Puck going in, and he's already dead. Looks like you want to chase for more. When Vanscore, he goes back in. I'm not sure why. Always want to fly. He's gonna drop a spliff onto 2. A beam's gonna hit. Havos is just manning up. He does not back down. That's 1 more kill. Buyback coming out here from Vanscore, but that's not gonna do anything. Huge victory from Navi.
That was so bizarre.
Radiant's middle
Mag
tower is
went
under
in,
attack.
missed his stop, and then used his ulti as a retreat mechanism. That will be a distraction.
Radiant's
Sunstrike coming
middle
down.
tower
Havos
has
gonna land with the Soul Catcher. Puppy jumping quite low as well. Mag gently, though, keeping him alive. Blinking for Mag. Stun hits on 2. And the double edge to follow. What happens? A double for Mag, but he drops to Kuro. Now Dendi also gonna die as well. Resolution TPing to the tower. And just as we were saying that Navi got away with something pretty good, Empire,
Re-goosed them.
they strike back.
Well, I mean, they were diving for a Shadow Demon under the Tier 1
That
tower.
wasn't that big of a dive, though.
No. Dendi
Dendi
was
went-
past the tier 1.
yeah.
But the rest of them were actually reasonably positioned.
But Dendi's the one
Radiant's
that matters.
bottom tower
But then
is
the,
under
well,
attack.
Sniper's the one that...
Radiant
had Max take
structures
aim.
are fortified.
It would have been 200 range for
Alright, I think we understand your point about max saving.
No, I just like doing it because it's funny now. Every time something bad happens, it's going to be because you didn't max take aim.
You know, that's... I
Radiant's
play with a
bottom
friend
tower has
who's a
fallen.
sniper enthusiast, and every time, he just go for a 0-4-4 build.
Yep.
And every time we lose a game, we should take... like, if he had Shrapnel, we would have won that game. So it's just funny to hear you do the exact...
Yo, speaking of
Opposite.
having 1 point in a skill, what do you think of Shadow Demon not going for even a single point in Shadow Poison?
I think the synergy with having like a Lucent Beam and a Sunstrike, it's okay to max the Soul Catcher, but I would not put another point into Disruption.
Yeah, at least get 1 point
Like
in
I
there.
would for sure put a point into Poison because it gives you vision.
Yeah, unless I'm up against something like a Spectre or a Radiance Carrier where I know ranking up the show.
The other thing is too, the heroes on Navi, like normally you max Disruption against heroes who go stats. Like you would max it against the Morphling,
Yeah.
for example. You know, because they get tons of agility and the illusions actually can become quite annoying, or an AM because they have mana burn. But the Navi heroes don't really buy that many stat items.
You don't get headshot from illusions.
Yeah,
You do not.
that would be imbalance.
Yeah,
Although I will say that a late game sniper, if you make like SNY or Scotty or something in Butterfly, they do eventually start to do some damage, but you'll have Disruption maxed out by then anyway because it's going to be like 35-40 minutes in.
Usually snipers go for items
Oh,
like
resolution.
Master Madness and stuff.
Kuroki.
Oh no, he's
I think he can... Oh no, he has the wrong spells invoked. Never mind. He has to...
I mean, if he
Cold
summons
Snap.
Necrobook
Dire's
and
top
Alacrity
tower is
them and
under
then
attack.
immediately go to Cold Snap?
That's... It takes way too much time.
No, it doesn't. It's like pretty instant.
about
Like,
Oh,
cancel
Havosa.
this, though.
TB
No.
cancel? No. He was being really greedy there. He wanted to try to kill Kuro.
Pro's gonna TP out as well. It looks like an easy jump from the ball lane. It's gonna hit, and there's no math to get him out of there. Well, Puppy, the beam not hitting there. Big call down coming through, and they are gonna get a kill on Luna. I'm not sure exactly why Resolution was so deep there.
I'm not sure why he decided
Her
to
silence.
Manta before the Overgrowth came out. That was...
He
He was
thought
dodging
for
the
assassinate.
assassinate.
Yeah, but why would he dodge the Assassinate if he's at full HP and he sees a tree? Like,
Look, man, it's a high skill play.
no, that's a feed, man. That's a I should have 100% lived there.
Andy not impressed.
No, it's true though. Like, if you see the tree, maybe he didn't see it. Maybe he did. Maybe he was in the fog.
The tree was literally right next to him.
It's kind of hard when you're on the big
Boom! Panic! Oh, he's dropping low. There's no blink. There's the tree and armor. Not enough though. The deep's coming up with Resolution. Shrapnel 1-4,
Radiant's top
guys.
tower is under attack.
And no take aim. Look at the Necrobooks. Just zoning the sniper out on the tier 2. It's dropping fast. I think it's gonna get put in deny range.
It is in my range, but it's going to be hard for them to deny it. Oh,
to heal it.
they armored it. They armored it. Yeah. Okay.
I would just heal it back up.
Kind of hard though. Well, I guess he is 8 now.
Yeah.
He can do it. He can do it, man. I believe.
I believe I can fly.
It looks like he's going Mask of Madness.
I would also appreciate it if we didn't like sing Seal songs.
Why?
on the cast.
They're awesome.
What's a Seal song?
I love you.
Lumi. I would also appreciate it if you weren't completely oblivious to like everything.
Well, that's why you have to start explaining things. To me.
Yeah, give him a hand.
Well, look at that. They
Okay,
paused
have
for
you heard this song, "Kiss from a Rose"?
No.
It was in Batman Forever. It was like super popular song back in the was it late '90s back then?
Yeah, no, early mid 90s,
Early-
as I say, like 96.
Yeah, okay.
90.
So that was like one of the first songs that he did. That was like really popular, and then there was "I
Always
Believe I
Wanna
Can Fly."
I believe I can fly.
I Believe I Can Fly. Not Always Wanna Fly. That's a guy in the video game.
That was in Space Jam, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's wrong with that song? That's a good song.
No, but I mean like everything else that he does is really bad. Those
Yeah.
like the only songs that he did that
Well,
were
I mean,
actually
Well,
good.
Bruno tells me like
okay.
every other.
Okay,
like,
so it's
music in
like
the
it's
80s.
like the Toto discussion.
Right, the three songs
They
that
have three songs.
So Rosanna,
Hold the Line, and Africa.
Africa.
Right, but it doesn't make those songs bad.
It just makes those songs really good.
Yeah, and it's the same with Seal.
Okay.
Kiss by a Rose, I Believe I Can Fly. Let's stop it there.
Okay.
You know why I got irritated at Seal? Because I was using Spotify, right?
Right.
Making my playlist as I've been for like the last couple weeks. And I pull up "Fly Like an Eagle."
Yeah.
Right, and I'm like, cool, this is a cool song. But I didn't bother to look at the artist. I just like I typed it in. And I was like, the first result should be the one that I want because it's a really popular song, and it was Seal. And it came on, and I just got really mad. And I'm like, why is Seal singing this song? I'm like,
Wait, who's that song from originally? Is that the one that go fly, fly away?
No,
like
it's
an
"Fly
eagle"?
Like an
that's-
Eagle to the
No,
sea.
yeah, I'm
Fly
getting
like an
confused
eagle, let
with.
my spirit
I
carry
think
me.
there's an Iron Maiden song. It says.
There could be. I knew until you asked me. Now I don't know.
Yeah.
But we have to hold that thought because the game's
We're back
actually
in.
now
Back into
getting
the game.
tossed, yeah. I hate Seal.
I like
Sorry,
the Mask of
man.
Do you like
Madness.
Asia?
Asia?
Yeah.
Is it Heated Moment?
Yeah, he.
That's like their only song.
That's again. Yeah, I'm thinking of
Gather
one.
round.
No,
Oh, come on, Funny.
Is that the second time?
That's the
you've done
second
Third,
miscoil.
third.
Oh, third time.
Third.
Yeah, third. No $1 million call today.
You know what's really ironic is that in the lobby, somebody asked him to play well, and then he goes, "I'm always strong," and then he misses three dream
Recoils.
coils.
Awkward. Hey,
It's fine.
it's fine.
But I would honestly say Empire have they have the advantage for now. The problem is going to lie if the sniper gets too much farm, because then it becomes ridiculously annoying to like. They're trying to break tier 2s now. That could still be
Well,
hard.
that
Like,
did
look,
so
always
much
want to fly
damage.
goes down to half HP from one assassinate. It's going to be that, but his auto attacks are pretty much going to be doing
Radiant's
the same
middle
amount of
tower
damage.
is under
Oh,
attack.
that's why they want the disruption.
Hey, guess what though? Level 4 Shrapnel, good against.
Pushing.
I
What do
don't
you think
know,
about
man.
that, Andy?
I think it's pretty easy to just casually walk around.
Hey man, you see him
Radiant's
walking
bottom
back and not
tower
walking
is under
towards the
attack.
towers?
They abandoned the push. They're like,
No,
oh,
but that sniper is one of his one of his strong suits is defending.
There you go. And you don't defend with level 4 take aim because you get jumped on by
Oh,
a
you
s-
do because you shoot him in the head.
Ah man, you get jumped up by the sniper with the blink dagger and charge.
No, R. Kelly did. I Believe I Can Fly, not Seal.
That just changed the topic
No,
so
no,
fast.
No. Somebody messaged it to me, and I was like, oh yeah, they're right. And I thought about it, and I was like, okay, whatever. Shout out
Tell
to
me.
Kalen. Oh, it was Kalen who told me.
Okay.
I'm gonna believe him over me.
I'm
Because
worried for Donnie in this game.
Oh my, coming, blinking, stomping, hitting. But now he has to run away from the crazy sniper. That's
See,
mad.
Mag blinks on him and double edges when he has Mask of Madness on.
yeah, he'll explode.
He's
But
dead.
that's the whole thing. It's a positioning game basically for Navi. Like that's what they want.
I'd be surprised if then it doesn't go blink dagger now.
You know, in light of that, like saying that it's a positioning-based game, what purpose does the puck really serve here? Like, what is his goal? Because against Empire's style of lineup, the only reason a puck would really be that useful is if you had really high damage follow-up to try to go for kills and be aggressive. But I don't like defensive puck.
Oh, come on.
Here, let's go.
Oh, so early.
Not gonna land as a result here. A little bit of misplay. TP gets activated. That's gonna allow him to survive long enough till the TPs are coming in. Treen is the first one to TP in, but that's yeah okay.
Okay.
They gotta BKB.
Help me.
Punch him.
Wait, did he use Purge before BKB?
No.
So what did he Purge?
Oh, he punched it.
Oh,
Yeah,
anyway,
he punched
top
the
lane, Silent. He does not have his BKB, but he's gonna pop the Eclipse. Silent was there. Manta gonna be popping smoke.
Wow.
The creep himself. Funnick's actually gonna go down. The disruption keeps him alive. He can't get vision for the assassinate, so then he has to retreat, but he dies anyway
Radiant's
to the
bottom
poison
tower
touch.
is under
They
attack.
give away their offlaner and a support for a Luna kill, but
And the tower.
yeah.
Radiant's bottom
Tier 2
tower
safe lane
has
dies.
fallen.
Always want to fly in resolution, just going ham.
That's why I love Leshrac. Like, he's so good at pushing for a support hero.
I think that not having any
Radiant's
wave
bottom
clear is
tower
really
is
hurting
under
Navi
attack.
right now. Like, I talked about it in the very beginning. Like,
Radiant structures
man.
are fortified.
such a bad ability,
Look at the
man.
bottom lane. Look at that push. It's done. Always fun to fly. He wants to get out of there. Where's the assassinate? Oh man, he wants to run in.
Don't miss the coil.
Oh, then they just get right-clicked down by Necrobooks. Why would the Mask of Madness turned on?
Why would... Why? Okay. So much for every hero being a Dendi hero. That was just... Like, what?
Them Necrobooks are scary,
Like,
man.
in what world is it okay to commit that hard for a support when you are, like, the second most farm person on your team?
I respect the Necrobooks.
I think didn't have a screen is actually, like, what happened.
The flames.
But I just want to go back to your point about the puck. I think, 100% agreement. I think, like, if you want defensive hero, puck is just not that good. I think Clockwork would have been excellent. Timbersaw would have been excellent. But
Like you mentioned, on the top lane, Mag does have that mech. He will use it right then and there. And the burst, barely enough.
So close.
even if he had a TP out, the coil
The
break
break,
damage
yeah.
from Funnick would have probably killed
Yeah.
as well. So.
You have to, for those of you who don't know, you have to TP halfway through the coil duration for a TP to not make you take damage when you leave.
Then you get an axe up there.
Yep. And
8 second duration.
right confused. Oh, Mew Mew.
Score, rest in peace.
Use all your skills. All
That is... Actually, some people don't.
That's weird.
Dire's top tower
Well,
is
not so
under
good.
attack.
As expected, Blink Mask of Madness coming out from Dondo.
Yeah.
By the way, if he had max take aim bottom, he would have actually killed it.
If he had
Or been
Max take
farther away.
aim, he wouldn't have Rex left. Because the buildings
Okay, I'm
would
sorry,
be
but the
dead.
shrapnel is not keeping them in the game.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 100% not. Like,
It's a
just...
shrapnel and
If you
illusion
want wave
armors.
clear, buy like a maelstrom or something. And just shoot the damn creeps.
I'm just not impressed.
No, man.
Next item, Maelstrom. Easy.
I think it is pretty good as an
I think
example.
Maelstrom would be nice.
What,
Yeah.
Maelstrom? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have any other ways. Like, who the hell's going to be able to clear waves besides maybe Hellos, right? Like, he needs an MKB, I guess, is what he's going, because they need damage.
And you always risk the when you start kind of clear waves,
Roshan
like,
has
it has,
fallen to the Dire.
like, it has a really large cooldown now.
Yeah.
Andy, I want to get your opinion on Centaur's mech. So normally we see the first item after Blink is like the hood, just to
Or
reduce...
pipe or something, yeah.
Yeah, hood or pipe, yeah, just to reduce his damage intake. But I guess Mechanism sort of pseudily do the same thing, and you get your team a mech builder, mech buyer. Do you think the hood is just better? Or?
I think the mech is fine, because in this situation, they don't... Pipe is okay. Like, it stops Rocket Barrage, call down, I guess.
And that shrapnel,
And yeah, that really devastating shrapnel.
it's
that's-
melting the creep waves.
It stopped every single push so far. It's keeping him in the game.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's fine, especially
Okay.
because he needs armor. Like, Centaur is going to be taking more right clicks pretty much than anyone else on the side of on Empire, so he has to be like in the mix. And if he's
Radiant's
using
top
his
tower
ulti
is
defensively to
under
run away
attack.
like we saw earlier when he was bottom, and he kind of missed a stomp and was able to still retreat, if he's using his ult like that, he doesn't really need the hood to stay in the front line. He can just reposition with the rest of his team. Plus he has things like disruption to get him out of bad situations, because he will be the one who's in, like, every single time.
Guys, I just want to point out, he's level
Radiant's
14
middle
now.
tower
From now
is
on,
under
all
attack.
discussions about Shrapnel level 4 are completely irrelevant, since he would have had it anyways, no matter what skill he used. Unless he decided to skip.
No, I can still speak retroactively.
If he had
Radiant's
that take
middle
aim, he
tower
would have got
has
2 more
fallen.
kills and died
would have
one
had,
less
like-
time.
Yeah, but from now on, like every single team fight from now, it just doesn't matter what he went for. Because no matter what he went for,
It matters to me, man.
The early game has an impact on the mid game.
This guy almost, it's like he plays Dota, man. It's like he understands that things that happen in the early game affect the mid game.
Alright, Trian in this up, looking for the biggest overgrowth of his life.
I don't have detection.
You do not.
I mean, they have a book 3, but it's down.
oh, here it comes.
Call down, overgrowth, oil, everything on top. They do have the mech, the dupes are coming in. And guess who's seeing the most? That Shrapnel, level 4, baby. Silent with the Aegis, he's right-clicking, he's got the Mantis out. There's a Disrupt saving him. Meanwhile, the Hobos, oh, he's gonna get hexed up. He's gonna go down. The tree walks back out and he says, I wanna go back to the trees, man. He gets invised up. Meanwhile, where's the sniper in the background? Is he done?
He's in the base.
He's in the base.
He just ditched.
Could have dropped another Shrapnel. And he will.
Yeah, here he comes.
Shrapnel!
Did you see the resolution? They're gonna kill him. Damn, Shrapnel damage, guys. Gonna get another kill. Just runs in with Mask of Madness turns on. I think Dondo needs to watch some MV replays. Meanwhile, Puppy is gonna get choked. And Funnick trying to get himself out of there. He will.
I think the thing that's hurting them the most actually is the fuck pick. I think that's
Radiant
why they're struggling
structures
so
are
much.
fortified.
I agree. If they had like a clock or timber.
Yeah. I mean, even just picking a hero that could have AFK'd in the jungle during the beginning.
Radiant's
of the
top
game.
tower
Like,
has been
you could have picked
denied.
the Darks here against this team, and it would have worked very well, just because of the fact that you have more high ground defense, and plus, you can surge people away from anything, really, that happens, and is a mech buyer, and he would be able to get farm, and he would be able to stop pushes. I don't know, man.
Okay, guys, betting time.
Okay.
They have a sniper, they have a tree that can heal your towers, and they have a pack to clear the waves. And that's it. When does Empire break the ground?
35 minutes.
Lumi?
Sure.
Yeah.
Never.
Navi's gonna
You say Navi win.
Shane?
They're struggling at the, like the necro creeps are just dying straight away. Like every time they summon them, they just die within like 5 seconds.
Well, that's good though, right? If the Necro dies, then the damage is dealt.
Oh, not necessarily. Like, if Host
It's
kills
not
it.
horrible.
Look at that
If
shrapnel
Host kills
farming.
it, then it's not that bad.
So if you've treant armor
The
on
thing
you,
is,
it's not gonna hurt that much.
it's kind of getting to that point in the game where Havos can do wave clearing himself. Like, he can just shoot it. And once Nettie gets a Maelstrom, he'll be able to push out waves at least a little bit. Like, it's not obviously quite as good, but it's at least a step in the right direction. Because the biggest issue that Navi have is they can never push out lanes. Like, they just have Empire sitting in every single spot on the map and just pushing and pushing and pushing.
What if Kuvos goes Acceptor and just starts clearing the waves from wherever?
Then I think they lose.
Yeah,
I think
fair
it's fine, man.
I-
It's fine.
Oh, Puppy's going for another overgrowth. He's just giving him a
Casual
go.
leap seed. He's got a BKB now, so there's pretty much no way he dies.
Maybe he's gonna force the Manta or BKB.
Oh, I'm not invisible anymore.
Stay near.
Oh wow. He's taking a lot of damage.
Gotta force out BKB, but entire rotation's coming in. Mag's gonna lead the charge. She's got Stampede. I think go back in.
Oh, that's slight now.
Right, BKB gets activated. Moses right-clicking on Mag. Overgrow only gonna hit. BKB gets forced back out. Couple of BKB for each other. Meanwhile, Dendy, though, he's gonna get trapped. Is it gonna be a grave for him?
Radiant's
Oh, now they're
bottom
gonna
tower
re-engage the Blink Dagger on the backline. They want Puppy. Meanwhile, Dendy's already out of that fight. Age just gonna get exploded. Havos, he does have Shadow Scroll as well. 11 Mag one charge. He's gonna be fine. Dendy somehow got caught.
Radiant's
Excuse
bottom
me.
barracks
Bot
has
lane, though.
fallen.
Got wrecked.
He's getting
Yeah, your base is dying, basically, while this happens.
Yeah.
Radiant's
I
bottom
was wrong.
barracks has fallen.
29 minutes. But not in the way that I thought it was gonna
Yeah.
happen. I mean, to be fair,
Are Navi dying to Rat Dota? Does that remind you of something?
a little bit.
It looked like a pretty poor decision on Empire's part. It's like, why are they just diving in and fighting relentlessly? And then
Space
you were like,
creative.
oh.
Yeah.
Base
Yeah,
mate.
the thing that was huge there is Mag actually had BKB. Because if he didn't have BKB, he would have just blinked in and died to Havos like straight away. But that didn't end up happening, and since the Luna had the Aegis, they bought enough time for bottom racks to go down. So, all in all, it was a tactical feed, basically, by Always Want to Fly and Mag.
What a man.
Actually, Luna died too, but again, Aegis, so Silent was alive again at the end of it.
Silent is pretty farmed right now.
Dondo is so poor.
Dondo's almost got Maelstrom. That would help greatly. I think
Is it
Dondo hasn't
enough?
been an impact at all so far.
He's 0-3-10. Like, it's not...
Shrapnel assist, boys. You know, here's another way to look at it. If you're just having poor farm, or like you just don't have enough damage to be in...
Shrapnel does the same damage every single time. Doesn't matter what items you have. They have
Consistency.
I mean, you can't really rely on right-click damage.
They did like 30% of that creep wave's health and damage
mean,
by the time I walked through it. Not even actually, more like 20.
Oh no, the blades! Oh my
A
god!
lot of illusions.
Yeah, that push was ridiculous. Oh boy,
Radiant's
Overgrowth
middle
actually gonna hit on
tower has
4.
fallen.
Funnick goes in, he manages it a 3-man coil, but Silent, he's got that BKB. There's the Hex. Nice scrape coming out from Kuro on the high ground. Dendy just going to town with the Mask of Madness. He's gonna get disrupted. It might have actually just gotten him killed. There is a snipe up. Can Dendy get it? He gets the snipe before the Ghost Walk, and they'll be able to get a kill. They lose their tier 3 tower. Now they want to chase Puppy. He's got to blink again in 1 second. There's that shrapnel. Max rank. It's so good. Dendy gonna get the double kill. Are they actually gonna be able to turn this around and figure a way? Headshot cancel. Always want to fly. The saddest rainbow pony I've ever seen.
No impact.
No impact too.
It's like he hurt us, man.
Yeah. Got the laser stick out as well.
I think they're gonna try to at least force a tier 2. Meanwhile, they have to heed to their base and start defending that one. Maelstrom's back up as well as 1,400 gold. So
Dire's
once
top
Mjolnir's
tower is
online,
under attack.
that could get pretty scary because they're already having trouble breaking the high ground. They've been Team Empire.
Well, if by having trouble breaking the high ground, you mean casually walked into the base and killed the entire set of bottom
That was
racks
not a
without
fair
any
fight.
contention.
That was a ninja rack.
Yeah, that was a yeah. Also, I guess they didn't expect a 4-man
Yeah, but a Ninja
overgrowth.
Rax is still a Rax, and it still has huge impact on the game because that lane is now worth basically.
Dire's
I don't know
middle
if you want to
tower
die
is
to
under
Volz.
attack.
Volz is going in. He's got the BKB. Overgrowth not going to hit though. Meanwhile, Manscore is going to get melted on the background. Silent finding the midway out. Kuroki, South Ray. The Skunk's going to come through. The Glaives. The Glaives.
That butterfly going to work.
Well, he actually bought his Reaver like before the next fight, so if he hadn't spent that money, he would have died there.
I'm just going to say I'm very much so impressed with this max disruption. Because I feel like that's doing a lot more than Shadow Poison.
Just because they have Luna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're seeing them using it push multiple times. In the particular that fight, it just did so much damage.
Well, Puppy just messed up there. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't overgrowth. Like, I mean, he overgrowth, but he didn't overgrowth for Luna, which means that she just goes ham, and then you die. Like, it's bad.
Right, boys, we
You
need
can still
Shrapnels.
attack an overgrowth though.
Radiant's
I
middle
don't think we
barracks
can.
are under
You
attack.
can't.
Radiant structures are
Basically like being
fortified.
frostbitten. You can cast spells, but
Holy
you can't.
crap, Dandy takes 780
attack.
damage. Then strike root?
He almost instantly dies from killing that.
The
with Mask of
Necro Baby,
Madness,
yeah.
so it's funny.
What a silence.
What a silence. The thing about Sniper is that I think people have this misconception of when you play with him, you have to have like initiators, but it's actually the opposite because Sniper can hit from so far away that you can force the other team to come to you. So you basically just need to build your team around Sniper. Like you need to have heroes that,
Protect them.
like the tree was a great pick. I loved that pick because they were against Centaur and it allowed you to stop Centaur initiation and things like that. But the puck just has no synergy with the team, I feel.
Yo, this fight
Roshan
is
has
questionable.
fallen to the
Yeah, they
dark.
can't take it. I mean, there's a cheese. They're gonna run it anyway, though. At least a little bit. Mag canceling the stomp one time. Most, he's got the Mjolnir on him right now. How much damage can they possibly do in this time? They're actually doing a little bit. Here comes Funnick. He's gonna get hexed before he gets he might actually die before he gets a silence, and he does in fact do so. Vanscore. In the meantime, it's gonna be
Radiant's
going
middle
down. Now
barracks are
Havos,
under attack.
Gray's still on him. He's really low right now. He's trying to get Mag before he dies, but he just simply can't, and I think it's just a little bit too much right now. Navi, they trade away pretty much the full game support, and the desperation snipe, and Navi, they just say,
GG.
GG.
35-minute GG.
I was right about something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a fun game.
Dire victory.
I enjoyed it.
A lot. I think their lineup could have worked if a couple of things went a little bit differently. I think having a hero like Gyro on the team with a sniper is a really smart play too, just because it gives you that one impact hero who also kind of gets farm at the same time, and then you have two heroes who are really big threats during the fight.